Okay, Hey guys, it's Jocelyn. I hope you guys can hear this. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear it. But this is about the time that I almost died. Like, literally, I could have died if it weren't for my grandpa, who literally, like, saved us, but didn't save himself, almost. Okay. But here's a story about the time that I almost died. Like, I could have literally died that day. But thanks to God and my grandpa, I'm still alive to make this video and tell this story to you guys. Ew. I'm stepping into the light. It's like the best lighting I've had ever in my videos. But there's like Mexican music playing, so. Microwave! There's a freaking microwave and it's on. It's been on for like a half an hour ever since I got here. My grandma's house. Okay, so the time that I almost died, it was winter, believe it or not. Everybody almost dies during winter. But I literally, like, almost could have died from, like, bleeding out. Okay. Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me. But I was at Ruby Hill. Like park. I'm sure if you guys live in Colorado or Denver, Colorado, you guys know where that is. But it's like a little park and they have little swings like up the hill. But they're like really, really steep hills, so they like to go there snowboarding. But there's a lot of trees, and I thought it was okay to go snowboard there. So we went with our grandpa, and he was like, because we had like one of those plastic like snowboards, the ones that are like really, really long. And so it was me and my brother going down the hill, and my grandpa was all the way down there, and he was like, okay, I'll wait for you guys down here. He was calling someone, and he hung up on them. And right when he hung up on them, we were already going down the hill, and there's like a tree here. There's like a forest of trees, like literally this far apart, right there. And I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't even see them until I was telling my brother. I was like, Aaron, slide this way. So we were trying to slide this way, but we kept on going straight. So my grandpa turned around and he saw us, and he was like, oh my gosh. And the thought that was going through my head was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I was like, I'm gonna hit my head on there. I'm gonna die. Like, it was just a disaster. So then, my grandpa, I don't know why he did this, but he went into the snowboard to try to stop us from going to the tree. So this was us right here, and this is my grandpa, and he like literally tried like kicking the snowboard like that, or like he got in front of it. I'm not sure. I don't remember much from that day.
Hey guys!
Stop. And so like he tried stopping it, and instead he like fell on like the hard plastic snowboard. He like, you know how there's that little edge right here and then that little edge right here, and then there's like a little edge right here and right here. So it's like a box except for snowboarding. And so he hit his head there, and we stopped though, right? We stopped because of that. He had like a cut right here, like going through like his lip right here, like right there. He had like a cut. I think it was like on this eyebrow that he had a scar, but it was like on his mustache where he got one, and I think it was like on his eye too. I don't know, but that night was really crazy. I started crying. I saw blood and I was freaked out, and I was like, oh my god, something happened to my brother or my uncle. I mean, my uncle wasn't even there. Wow. My grandpa. And I was like, oh my gosh. Well, and later on that day, we had went. No, I hadn't went, but I was there and I was freaking out. My grandpa went in the bathroom by himself to try to clean himself up, and then it went silent, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Dad, in the bathroom!" Like, "Dad, grandpa's in the bathroom!" Like, I can't hear him. And so they opened the door, and he's in there, sitting on the toilet, and like not on the, like he wasn't taking a poop or anything. He was like, you know how you put like that toilet seat down, like that little part that's like this, and then there's like a top like that, and then you can sit on that. Well, he was sitting on that, and he was trying to take it off with a little baby wipe filled with alcohol. He kept on going, "Ow, ow, ow," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like the stupidest idea ever." Okay, so then I hadn't. Why do I keep on saying we had? My dad and my uncle had gone to the hospital with my grandpa, and my uncle Kevin had took a video of my grandpa when they put in the stitches right here, because he has like a mustache that goes whoop, whoop, and he had like a giant cut right here, so they had to clean it up and stuff. So once they were about to put the stitches in, my uncle Kevin took a picture. I mean, like he was taking a video, and my grandpa kept on going like this. He kept on sticking his tongue out the little freaking hole right here. And my uncle Kevin didn't want to show me that video, but I was like, I want to see it. And he's like, and I was like, I literally wanted to puke. Hello, neighbor. Anyway, so then they had come back from the hospital, and they said that he had to get emergency stitches everywhere. And so yeah, later on that night, I cried. Because I was like, oh my god, something happened to him. And I didn't tell this part in this video, but when he had gotten hit by the like sled, I had cried, and literally everybody was there. There was at least 200 people there snowboarding. And they asked, is he okay? And I was crying. I couldn't even speak. All you could hear was like, and I was like, bro, like something happened. So we carried him, and I was like, Grandpa, are you okay? Grandpa, are you okay? Like every 3 seconds. And he was like bleeding. You could see like all the blood on the snow. Like, I'm not kidding. It was like a puddle of snow. It literally like melted the snow, and it was just like a little puddle sinking into the ground and into the dirt. But he was like, I'm fine. And then there's this kid. I don't know why that day, but I pretended to speak French. And then I don't know what I was saying that day. But he's all like, what? And I was like, I speak English, but like my grandma's hurt. He's all like, go home and tell your grandma. And I was like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Bro, that little kid was stupid. He's not even little. He's like 14 now. But that was like 2 years ago when that happened. Anyways, or was it a year ago? No, 2 years ago. Okay. Anyways, so then I had been like crying. I remember this little girl looking at my grandpa like as we were walking by like this, she's like, what in the world is that? Like, and I was like, girl, you be rude to my grandpa, and he just got hit by a sled. And I was like, oh my god, I got so freaked out. We went into the car. He was wiping himself with like tissues, because he always has like toilet paper in there in case he has a runny nose. Good idea, grandpa. Really good idea. Like, I never have tissues anywhere. Anyway, so he started wiping himself, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, he just like, I was like, he's bleeding out, he's gonna like die, because it's like, you could literally see like the little thing of like blood, like, I was like, oh my gosh. So then we drove home with one eye closed. This eye freaking closed. He was driving like this, right? With one tissue on his eye. It literally took us like 20 minutes to go home, and then he started spitting up, and I was like, what the heck? Like, don't speed up. I was like, it's fine. we got home, he literally, like, I started crying out, like, banging on the door, like, Grandma, open it. And she opened up, and she's like, what the heck happened? And then that's when he went to the hospital and all that. Okay, so I'm really sorry if you guys can't hear me. I might do, like, another video. And I'm sorry if this was a really long video. It's 10 minutes and 25 seconds long already. So, yeah. Like this video. And comment down below if you've ever almost died, like anywhere, or if anything really bad has happened to you where you could have died. So yeah, bye. Peace.